Hey YouTube, Untamed here. So today I want to talk about the news that was announced through Toyota and Lexus yesterday, and that was that they will be joining Tesla's charging network. This announcement comes on the heels of other large vehicle manufacturers making a very similar announcement. We saw it from Hyundai, Kia, BMW, Ford, GM, Rivian, as well as Volvo. So another large group of vehicle manufacturers that will be doing the same exact transition for their EV segment, their electric vehicles. So why is this important? Why is this big news for Toyota at large, and specifically for Toyota? And I want to talk through that. So up front, by Toyota and Lexus doing this shift or making this decision, we are now able to use the over 12,000 different charging stations that already exist within the North American market, within North America. And that's huge, right? So instead of creating our own charging stations and things that are limited and focused for Toyota and Lexus products, might as well use more of a universal standard, and that's what they did. So now instead of having to make our own, we can now leverage the already pre-existing 12,000 plus that exist within North America. And this is great not only because of the abundance of them, but Tesla has put a ton of research and development into making these charging stations, exceptional, maximizing the output, making them the direct fast charging stations that they are today, and they really are top notch. They are the pinnacle of all charging, I would argue. So by them making that transition, not only do we get to use the 12,000 plus, but the locations of them are pretty important. I think that's almost paramount. So all these charging station locations already are along, pretty popular freeway corridors, like transportation corridors that people would actually need them, right? So that is huge. You may be asking, what about the EVs that currently exist? Is Toyota and Lexus, are they going to do anything to make any adjustments so you can then use the Tesla stations? The answer is yes. So by 2025, all EV vehicles coming out, electric vehicles coming out of Toyota and Lexus will have Tesla's EV connector. So they'll come with that proper plug, the proper adapter straight from the factory. For the current EVs that exist, I believe they have the combined charging station, what's it called? Yeah, combined charging system plug. So they currently have that. There will be an adapter available come 2025 for the current EVs to leverage to use the Tesla charging station. So that's pretty important to know. So if you did buy an EV, you're not out of luck. You'll be able to get the adapter to actually leverage it. So big picture, I think it is a good move. I think it's a good move for Toyota and Lexus to join this charge here, especially since being able to standardize the quote-unquote fill-up locations is really important for any kind of vehicle. Just like we have all adapted to unleaded gasoline, there's 50 plus different gas stations out there, different brands and manufacturers out there for gasoline, but they all serve the same purpose. And I think that's important for us to develop that standard for electric power as well. And I think we're doing that. We're seeing that unfold right before us. It's a little bit of a shock coming from Toyota just because historically the CEO of Toyota has always been kind of on the fence with EVs in general, right? So he's never really seen it as the way of the future, if you will, but more so a hybrid. The hybridized power being a little bit more of the forefront of the future, not so much full up electric vehicles. So I was kind of surprised to see that we're joining so soon, but I do see it as a good thing in the big picture in the long run. When you talk EVs in general, we have seen a huge decline in popularity of EVs just in the last 2 years. So during COVID, there was a huge spike of just popularity at large. I mean, we saw the spike in fuel prices too during that time. It's just the popularity of EVs went through the roof. Tesla stock went through the roof. And now Tesla, especially being a direct-to-consumer purchaser or manufacturer, we see that they have a lot more control over the prices, and they've dropped their prices drastically just within the last year and a half. So we keep seeing that unfold. So the popularity of the EV segment is dwindling at the moment. I think we see, I'm not going to quote the percentage drop, but there was a pretty substantial drop just between this time last year and this time this year right now. So I'd be curious to know what your thoughts are on EVs in general moving into the future. Is it truly the way of the future? And B, most importantly, do you think that this was a good move for Toyota and Lexus to make, to join that Tesla charging network? So I'll wrap up the video there. Let me know what your thoughts are. Appreciate you watching as always. Till next time.